over a period of 12 years, US has printed money to save the banks of US, right? The banking crisis, okay? They have printed sheet of Federal Reserve or on the balance sheet of US, okay? They have a debt of $3 trillion, okay, before COVID. After COVID, within 1 month, they printed another $2 trillion. So their balance sheet increased to $5 trillion of debt. At that point in time in April, Wall Street is predicting that the balance sheet will hit $7 trillion by June. But let me tell you, it was faster than what Wall Street think. It hit $7 trillion by May. So the printing of money was faster than what people predict. Then what happened is at the time, Wall Street anticipated the balance sheet could hit $10 trillion at the end of this year. My take is it's going to exceed $10 trillion by the end of this year, with the $2.2 trillion that's going to be printed in the next few weeks, okay? It's faster than what people think, but that's not it. Federal Reserve Fed Chairman, his name is Jerome Powell, in a lot of conferences, media appearances, he said, we are going to print money until year 2022. So they are not going to stop this year. They are going to keep on printing until 2022, when the unemployment rate drops and the economy recovers from COVID. Now, my take is, by the end of next year, 2021, most likely, US is going to print somewhere around $10 trillion to $15 trillion of money in US dollars. Okay, judging by what they said and judging by the trajectory, right? Now, can I ask you one thing? What happened if the vaccine is successful by the end of the year? And some of you might know, US already approved the first vaccine to be used in the hospital last week. And they are going to have a few vaccines to be approved. Mass vaccination is going to be out, okay? So a few vaccines is still in the midst of approval, the final stage, okay? And Donald Trump already said by the end of the year, they are going to successfully manufacture a few vaccines, okay? And the same with China government. Russia already said they already have the first vaccine, and Russia already come out with the second vaccine, by the way, if you don't know, okay? Russia government already come out with the first vaccine 1 month ago to 2 months ago, okay? Okay? They are in the midst of mass production stage, okay? Now, what if the vaccine is really successful by the end of the year? That means my projection is that by the first quarter or second quarter of next year, all of us will receive the vaccine. The whole world will be vaccinated, okay? Can I ask you, is there a chance the economy will go back up? Is there a chance the economy will recover? Is there a chance economy will go back to pre-COVID levels? If your answer is yes, can you put down on the white color, okay, chat box there? Put down yes. If you think that with the vaccine, economy is not going to recover, can you put no? By the way, vaccine means you take the vaccine, you no need to wear mask. Just like Donald Trump, okay? Do you know Donald Trump is vaccinated, okay, recently, okay, by one of the successful vaccine that is already being approved, okay? We call it, don't know, remdesivir, okay, something like that, okay? But after he's vaccinated, what happened? He went to a hospital within 5 days, okay? Now he's so healthy that he's doing 3 rallies in 1 day, okay? Can you imagine? A 70-plus-year-old man, okay? Now he's doing 3 rallies in 1 day. One rally is almost 1.5 hours to 2 hours, okay? He said, I'm more healthy than without, again, the COVID, okay? Because of COVID, he's vaccinated. Now he's so healthy, okay? So that means there's a good chance that when patients take the vaccine, they're going to recover, right? Much faster than what people think, okay? Now, do you think that at that point in time, now, by the way, he don't wear masks in the rally anymore, okay? He said that I'm now immune. Okay, he said he's immune. Okay, that means there's a good likelihood chance that when you take the vaccine, you'll be immune. You don't need to wear masks. You can travel, you can fly, you can go on airplane, you can go to pub, you can go to restaurant, no social distancing. Okay, you don't need to care about all this anymore. Do you think the economy will recover? If you say yes, can you please write a yes? If you say no, write a no. Thank you. I would say there's some yes, there's some no, right? I think he will recover. Okay, I think the situation will recover. Trust me. Okay, the situation most likely will recover. Okay, and when the situation recover, let's say you don't need to wear masks anymore. Okay, the restaurants open, the pub open, the casino open, you can fly. Okay, the airlines will be up again, and people are what we call the people are willing to spend money now. Okay, to travel. Okay, because we're like there's pent up demand. Okay, now currently. Okay, so a lot of people are booking. Okay, to go on cruise to nowhere. Okay, and go to SIA just for dinner for a few $100s. That's what we call pent up demand. Okay, people want to spend but nowhere to spend. Okay, the economy is going to recover, and if the economy recover, do we need that $15 trillion of money? No need. So where will the money go? The money won't be going to SIA, right? Okay. The money no need to go to a hotel, okay? The money no need to pay your so-called salary anymore. The money will go into the stock market. So if you think that this year the stock market is crazy, next year it will be more crazy. Trust me, the $15 trillion that is already printed, okay, that's going to be printed in these next 2 years, okay, will be poured into the stock market. This is what I call the hot money. And do you think the hot money will come to Singapore and buy our Singapore Capricorn? No. No. We will most likely it will remain in US. That's the reason why Tesla has risen almost 8 times return, even though they haven't sold a self-driving car. That's called speculation. Okay? Now, and trust me, we are going to hit that $10 trillion soon. Okay? The reason why in the last few days there has been a drop. Okay, you can see, huh? Okay, the reason why S&P 500 in the last few days it has dropped from 3,005 to today to 3,271. Okay, one of the reasons because there has been a delay in the next stimulus package of $2 trillion. Okay, if somebody know, it's because of the election. Okay, it's a game that the political parties is playing. Okay, but after election, everything will be over, money will be printed. Okay, so what is the game now? Okay, the game is that before election, both parties want to win. Donald Trump represents the Republican Party. He offered to sign a $1.8 trillion bill. That means he offered to print $1.8 trillion. But Democrat Party said, I want to print $2.2 trillion. And both parties don't want to relent on their position. Okay? Because if Democrat use he will say, this is my proposal. Okay? The government is using my proposal to help the US citizens. Both are out. Willingly, I'm going to share with you. Okay? What are the indicators I use to determine that date is the bottom? Okay? So just give me a 3 sign. Okay? Yeah, says, okay, what is your indicator? I'm going to share with you. Just give me a 3 sign. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you for your trees. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Tom. Samson. Thank you. Okay, these are the 3 indicators. Please write down. Number 1, I always look at macroeconomic indicators that tell me about the future of the economy. Okay, let me share with you. There are a lot of economic indicators or reports out there that tells you about economy, but most of them tells you about the history of the economy. They don't tell you about the future of the economy. So you must study the forward-looking economic indicator. Don't study the backward-looking ones. Okay. So example, what are the backward-looking ones? Okay. Example, GDP. I don't like GDP. I don't study GDP, gross domestic product. Okay. So GDP means you compare last quarter GDP against the previous quarter GDP. Okay, it is already in the past. Okay, last quarter against last quarter GDP, or last quarter against last year the same quarter GDP. It's always about the past, right? Don't go and study unemployment rate. It's not important at all. because unemployment rate is studying last month unemployment compared to last month unemployment. That is all about the past. You need to study the future. What is future economic reports? What are the future? Example, Purchasing Manager Index is one important index you must study. One report you must study. Purchasing Manager always do forecasts about the economy and the demand of their products. Okay? So imagine you're working for a manufacturing company. Which is the person in the company that always forecasts the future? It's always the purchasing department. It's always the purchasing manager. So example, if you're a purchasing manager of Apple, 9 months before you sell your iPhone 12, you need to determine how many phones to sell to the market. You must forecast what will happen 9 months earlier, right? You must forecast what will happen 9 months later. You need to forecast what will happen during COVID era, okay? You can't tell your suppliers to manufacture a certain amount that's less than the demand. If not, you'll be losing money. You can't have too much supply also. If not, you put in your warehouse and you will eat up your costs, right? So it must be just enough. It must be just enough. So purchasing manager report always tell you 6 months to 9 months later what will happen to the economy. So I always like to study such reports. Of course, today I don't have time to go through all the reports, all the economic indicators that tell you about the future. One of them is the Purchasing Manager Index. Okay. The second is about whether US is printing money, whether government is printing money. What are the stimulus packages? Stimulus can come in all sorts of form. It can come in infrastructure project. It can come in QE, they call it quantitative easing, okay? It can come in buying up stock in that country, okay? So you must pay attention to stimulus, because stimulus tell you what is going to happen in the next 6 months to the liquidity of the stock market, okay? Is the Federal Reserve increasing the printing of money? Are they slowing down? Are they stopping? Or are they so-called having stimulus? Okay, so all this will affect the liquidity of stock market. Forward-looking. Okay, this is all forward-looking indicators. Okay, there are more, but today I can't tell you each and every one of them. Okay, let us go to second thing. Once I know about the economy, 6 months later, 9 months later, then I need to determine where is the bottom, right? Where exactly is the bottom? Then I want a confirmation with charts. Okay, that's when I will fall upon my charts to look for bottom reversal patterns. Later, I'm going to share with you one very simple bottom reversal patterns. Okay, next thing, I want a confirmation whereby people are really buying the share. So that is my secret overall market indicator. Okay, let me tell you a bit about this. Throughout the years, I have come up with my own proprietary secret overall market indicator. That means if I were to invest in US shares, I need to look through 7,000 of stocks that's listed in US, and I want to determine how many stocks has a turnaround on that particular day. I need an indicator that tells me, okay, out of the 7,000 stocks, how many turnaround on that day. The more that the more stocks that has a turnaround, the more likelihood chance the market has bottomed.